In this video, we're going to be talking about how to link time tracking or time tracking summaries, the second object, to a task in Salesforce. The issue that we have is that Salesforce did not design tasks to be a child object itself, but only for it to be a child object to other objects. So what we have to do is create the ability to have the related to link to the second object here in Salesforce called task. So in order to do that, we have to create a junction object called task. And I will walk through how to do that. So go ahead, go to Setup Manager. We're going to create a new custom object. We're going to name it task, or you can name it whatever you like, but whatever you name here is what will show up in this name. So I would recommend using the word task. Let's set it as an auto number, and let's just make a format starting number 1, and make sure you click allow activities. Very important. You may also want to allow reports if you want to report on it. In this case I don't, but allow activities, and then go ahead and hit save. After you save that, the next step is to go to time tracking summary and then create a lookup relationship. So in the object manager, we'll find time tracking summaries, and then we will go to fields and relationships, and now I will create a lookup relationship to that new object that we just created called task. We'll hit next, carry down the API name, all those should be just fine. Give it necessary permissions. We're not going to add it to the layout. We do want to add it to the layout, but we don't want to add the related list, so we don't need to add the related list. So now we'll go ahead and save that. So now if we go back to this test task page, we'll hit edit page. Click into the time tracking component, and now we can find that task is available for our secondary field lookup. You can also set the account ID, so it automatically sets that as well. So let's save this. We'll go back, and now we'll see that we have account and we have task. Account is not set on this on this page right now, so you'll get that error, so you'll have to take that out. So while you're on a task, it is a two-step process. Certainly you could add automation to make this more robust, but what you do is you go to related to, you'll find that task object. Right now we don't have any, so we'll have to create that task. So task 001, and now we might say it's for Burlington, and task 001, and we'll relate it and go ahead and start our time tracking summary. So what you're actually doing is you're relating the native task to that junction object task to be able to track that activity. And now the time tracking component will work just as it's intended. You can pause, you can resume, you can stop it, select your rate cards, do the things that you want to do. And we went through the manual way to do that, to link those two, but certainly you could create a button on the on the task that would maybe launch a screen flow to be able to create that junction object record, set the related to and that all at once, and that'll update the component. You could create a record triggered flow or automation that as soon as a task is created, it automatically creates that task junction object. It automatically sets the lookup relationship on the time tracking summary, and that'll start the time tracking as well. So hopefully that makes sense. It is a little bit of a workaround, but because of the limitation of Salesforce not allowing you to have children objects to the native task or activity object in Salesforce. So I hope that helps.